Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Mr. Baby, and with the upcoming Kefla banner, they'll be adding a new stage to the Warriors of Universe 6 story event, which you can grind up equipment, skill orbs, specifically for the Universe 6 category. All of these units right here. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you exactly what kind of skill orbs you can obtain, but also what kind of skill orbs to give, like which ones to give to which characters, right? Because it is very important that you want to maximize the potential of these units, right? So first, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So this is the list of all the possible equipment that will drop from the Universe 6 story event that are, again, only equipable, as you can see to the right, Universe 6 category, right? So you can get HP up to level 3 for silver. This is all for silver, right? So HP level 3, attack level 3, defense level 3, type defensive boost level 3, type attack boost level 3, type defensive boost basically means that you're going to get a little bit more defense when you're being attacked with an enemy that has type advantage. So basically when you have type disadvantage, this gives you a little bit more defense. Just in case you didn't know, type attack boost means that when you have type advantage, you'll be doing a little bit of extra damage. Super attack boost just boosts the power of your super attack up to level 4, actually. Type attack boost and type defensive boost all the way up to level 4. Recovery boost, which I think this can possibly be huge. Okay. I wouldn't really put this. I mean, I might only recommend this to one specific unit, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. I would say, I mean, the recovery boost basically just gives you more HP. You know, when you go ahead and collect the same type orbs of, you know, the unit that you're using. So let's say you're using a tech unit. When you collect tech orbs, you will be, you know, gaining a little bit of health back. All right. Now let's take a look at the gold section and see what orbs will be available with that. So we have chain battle. This is the event right here. Okay. So only 3. Combo level 3, crit level 3, and evasion level 3. Only for Universe 6 categories, like I said. Okay. So I have a list of units here, and I'm going to be recommending some skill orbs that you use for these specific units. But again, at the end of the day, it's up to you and what you want to use. Okay, so, and I believe, like I think, I don't know if I said it, but I believe this is once a day. Stage can be cleared only once a day. Yeah, once a day. If this was every single day, that would be insane. But it is only once a day. Let me actually remind you guys really quick. All the versions of hit in the game are farmable. So the STR hit, the STR 50% support hit, the AGL World Tournament hit, I'm trying to think, the tech hit, as well as the intelligence hit, can all be, all the super tech can be farmed with this physical hit right here. But this physical hit is actually pretty decent, so make sure to grind it up. The physical Champa can be grinded up, and the what's her face, the intelligence Vados, the new Vados that's coming with Kefla, can be grounded up with AGL Vados and super attack. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. So the first unit I want to take a look at is Kefla, obviously. Now Kefla, if you take a look at her Super Saiyan 2 state, she stacks attack, right? Not only does she stack attack, with 6 or more key spheres obtained, she launches an additional super attack. I will always say, when it comes to units who stack defense or attack and defense, always go additional, because the more they attack, the stronger they get offensively and defensively, right? Notice how I didn't say attack though, right? Units who stack attack, personally, I think it's better to go with crit. But because this Kefla, I'm telling you, this Kefla is doing insane things already, okay? Attack and defense, I mean, no. Defense, basically attack and defense plus 160%, because you're going to be getting a super attack anyways, right? But this attack plus 160% is calculated a little bit differently because it's on super attack, not necessarily at the start of turn, which is, again, calculated a little bit differently. But she gets defense plus 160%, and attack plus 160% when performing a super attack, has a high chance to evade, so she does not need the evasion skill, right? Or the evasion skill orb. And then launches an additional super attack. She's, with 6 or more key spheres obtained, she is going to be doing so much damage raw that you want to go with crit. Crit will be my suggestion to you guys, okay? Now, when it comes to the silver orb, I will say, for most of these units, there's only one, and I'll get to that unit later in the video. I would say just go for the attack node, okay? So let's go back up to silver, where we had the Universe 6 story event. I think this is this one, right? Yeah. So we have HP, attack, defense. Unless a unit is severely lacking defensively, and you can only get up to like level 3, right? So unless a unit is severely lacking defensively, I would just say stay away from this. I would only say give them attack if they really need it. I wouldn't really mess with this stuff either. Again, recovery boost is one that I'll share with you guys in a second. But out of all of these, I think attack is the one you just want to go for, right? So yeah, I think attack is basically the one you want to use. So I would say just for the silver equipment, go for attack for all of these units. The bronze one, you can go for attack as well. But again, Kefla, I would say go ahead and use crit for her. All right. Next, we have Kale and Khalifa. Now, if Kale and Khalifa launch an additional super attack, launches an additional attack. Basically she does 18 million super attacks. Is basically what I'm trying to say. She does 18 million super attacks. Not only that, she raises defense. She raises defense, but the difference with this Kale and Khalifa is that they do so many super attacks, right? So attack and defense was 60%. It launches an additional attack. Key 1 up to 6, blah, blah, blah. Chance of evading attack, whatever. Launches an additional super attack when there's a Universe Survival Saga or Pure Science category enemy. So when you're fighting both, she does 2 additional super attacks. 2. Where she's raising defense on both 12 and 18 key. Now, like I said, when it comes to defensive units, I would say go with additional. But Kale and Khalifa a little bit different because they super attack so many times that you're basically you have additionals built into them. Kale and Khalifa, I would say go crit, because if you can go 3 super attacks and all 3 being crit, Kale and Khalifa, dude, there's nothing getting in their way. Literally nothing. I know I said defense, give additionals to those who stack defense, but Kale and Khalifa are different because, again, they super attack so many times from their passive skill that you might as well go crit and have her crit on every single super attack than just having her doing one more. You're going to be doing a lot more damage that way, right? So Kale and Khalifa, just go with attack for silver and then go for crit when it comes to the gold skill orb. Next, we have Tech Hit. Now, Tech Hit is probably one of the only units on this list that I would suggest using the silver recovery boost. Because not silver recovery boost, silver defense, because Hit's defense isn't really like, the best. You can use the bronze level 5 defense, then the silver level 3 defense. So then that way his defense would be just a little bit better. 9,200 isn't really looking good. But then when it comes to his super attack, let's just take a look at Hit real quick, right? So attacked enemies attack minus 20% and defense minus 80% for 2 turns. High chance to stun the attacked enemy for 1 turn. Attack plus 120% when performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack plus 80%. And attacks effective against all types when the target enemy is stunned. So, Hit does a lot. He does a lot of damage. He's not the best defensive unit, but he does a lot of damage. And because of that, I would say prioritize that. He has a medium chance to stun, so you could go. I think additionals would be probably the way to go here, because now not only right are you super attacking twice to the point where, let's say let's say the person you're fighting is stunned. On both super attacks, Hit will have plus 80% and then effective against all types twice, right? With 2, he's getting a chance to stun, like. Okay, so let's say Hit super attacks, right? And he stuns the enemy from the super attack. Now, with his additional, he'll have this part of his passive active, right? But if you want to get just that one powerful hit in, you could go, no pun intended, by the way, you could go crit. But I think additionals would work pretty well. I think additionals or crits would work pretty well. Personally, I would go additionals. So he can do this. He has a high chance to stun the enemy. Because, the more you super attack, the higher chance you have, obviously. And then, super attacking multiple times with this hit, or the power he does, all the damage he puts out, is going to be absolutely stunning. And then combine that with the level, the links, it's going to be insane. So I would say, personally, additionals for Hit, alright? Next, we have this Khalifa. Now, this Khalifa, I'm just going to yell at you, okay? Additionals. It's really that simple. She gets attack and defense plus, attack and defense. She infinitely stacks that on. She's getting her awakening, by the way, okay? This Tech Khalifa is getting her awakening. She stacks attack and defense on super attack. So what you need to do is give her additionals, okay? Because attack and defense plus 80%, chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack, plus 8% per Universe 6 or Pepe Gal category allies on the team. This doesn't even include when you're running a universal. When you're running up against a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans enemy, where she has a guaranteed chance to dodge. You do not need to give her dodge whatsoever. But even if you're not running against one of these categories, as long as you have her on a Pepe Gal's team or Universe 6 team, her chance to dodge is going to be insane anyways. Over 50%, which is still really, really, really good. Launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack when there's an ally whose name includes Kale attacking in the same turn. So yes, okay, she does have the ability to get an additional super attack, but because this Kale is not, an offensive monster, and she's not going to be doing insane damage, I would still say go additionals all the way. You would rather have this Kale or this Khalifa super attack 3 times than just get a crit, because a crit with a unit like this, a Legendary Goku event, she's not doing damage, right? She's not doing damage. I don't care if she pulls out. I don't care if her attack side is 3.3 million and gets a crit. She's not doing damage to MUI Goku, right? 3.3 is actually pretty high, but still, you get the point, right? But super attacking 3 times, raising your attack and defense 3 times is absolutely insane. And that way you may not be doing damage to MUI Goku, but you're not taking damage either, right? So I would say go for attack when it comes to silver, and then go for additionals when it comes to gold. Next we have this Kale. Again, Kale is even better than Khalifa. Kale already has like 18 million guaranteed super attacks, giving her 1 more. Honestly, I'm gonna go say additionals for this unit. Again, she raises attack and defense, and attack and defense, and then lowers defense. Very similar. Also, I deleted it, but Kale, the Khalifa actually leads Universe 6, which is also pretty cool. I forgot to point that out. But Kale here, attack and defense plus 80%, same as Khalifa. Attack and defense plus 10% per Pure Saiyans or Pepe Gal category allies on the team, which is insane. Launches an additional super attack when there is a Universal Survival Saga or Pure Saiyans category enemy. So let's say again, you're fighting MUI Goku, right? She will do 2 more super attacks because MUI Goku is on both Universal Survival Saga and Pure Saiyans. And then it says, guard activated against all attacks when there's an ally whose name includes Khalifa. So as long as you're running her with Tech Khalifa, not only is she stacking so many freaking times, but guess what? She has guard. And now, actually, I completely forgot that she had guard. Reading that she has guard, as long as you have Tech Khalifa, I would say go crit. Just go crit. Go crit with this unit. I might still go additionals, but for the rest of you guys, I would say go crit. The only reason why I'll do additionals is because I don't care if this Kale clips or not. I want her. I love to see them stacking so many. I love the additional super attacks over and over and over again. But if you guys want to get the most out of this unit, I would say just go crit. Because guarding, if you have Tech Khalifa though, if you have a Khalifa unit, period, and you're gonna run Khalifa with this Kale, go crit. Okay, she's guarding with Khalifa, and she super attacks up to 3 times depending on the unit that the stage that you're running. All that combined, actually, you know what? I might still say go additionals because you're not gonna be running up against an enemy of these types every single time, right? So and then you're not going to be running Khalifa on the same rotation. So, you know what? Okay, if you're going to run like Legendary Goku event with this Kale, with Khalifa, on rotation, I would say just go crit. But if not, then you still might want to go additionals. But again, this Kale is insanely good. I cannot wait to use her. But again, very solid unit. Then we have Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa, who I will do a video for this EZA as well as the physical Berserk Kale, who we'll look at in just a second. But she dodges, right? And she also has a chance to, what's it called? Let me see. Oh, and so yeah, also has a chance to counter with tremendous power, which is pretty good. And then attacks effective against all types when there's an ally whose name includes Kale attacking in the same turn. So again, like these units, And she raises defense by 60% for 3 turns. So she raises defense, so she's going to be fine defensively. 60% is huge. Now, let me tell you, if you give this Khalifa additionals, and she super attacks twice, it'll be a 120% increase to her defense for 3 turns. 3. Not including her chance to dodge. Not including her defense plus 60% at the start of turn. So, think about that, right? But also, let's say you don't do this. I mean, you can go crits with this unit, but Khalifa here, she's not really getting any, like... It's hard to say. I mean, honestly, just the fact alone that she gets crits, I mean, just she gets to counter with tremendous power, I would say go crit. Because this countering mechanic right here, it doesn't mean anything unless a unit is getting crits. It doesn't mean anything at all. Vegito Blue isn't doing damage with his counters unless they're crits, right? The physical Vegito Blue, Int Vegito Blue, as long, even the physical... Okay, physical Vegito Blue and then physical Super Vegito as well as Int Super Vegito aren't doing anything with their counters unless they're crits. So if you want to take advantage of this part of their passive right here, go ahead and give them crits. That way, when she does counter, they will be crits and she will be doing a lot of damage, right? Because crits ignore defense, which is why crits do so much damage. But again, if you want the ability to raise your defense by up to 120%, which I think it's actually calculated differently because I think it's defense plus 60%, right? So 60% of her defense is added on. And then another 60% is taken out of what was already there. So it's going to be, it's actually going to be a little bit more defense than usual. So again, if you want to take advantage of her defense, go additionals. If you want her to, counter with a lot of power, especially getting those crits on those counters, you might want to go with crits. But again, go for attack when it comes to the silver orb. Then we have physical Berserk Kale. She's insane, right? Attack plus 160%, very, very strong. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance. Is that 70%? Yeah, 70% chance of becoming a super attack. Reduces damage received by 60% for 6 turns from the start of turn. Reduces damage received by 60% with 6 or more physical key spheres obtained starting from the 7th turn from the start of battle. So she is very, very, very good. Obviously, she lowers defense on greatly lowers defense on super attack. So if you were to give her additionals, she would do that twice, right? She would greatly lower defense twice. But with this Kale, with her ability to get an additional super attack from her passive, I would say go crit. For the first 6 turns from the start of battle, you want to be putting out so much damage. Because you won't be able to dodge anymore, right? Or you won't be able to reduce damage anymore as well as you were able to, unless you get 6 or more physical key spheres obtained from the first few turns of battle, right? So you want to take advantage of this. Kale is meant for the beginning, part of a fight. She's meant to do insane damage once the fight starts. So I would say go crit. That way you're maximizing the power of this physical Berserk Kale, all right? Next and lastly, there's a bunch of other units on Universe 6, but I think these were the most important, right? So now we have STR Super Saiyan Kaba, who is a very, very, very solid unit. Causes supreme damage and raises attack and defense by 30% for 9 turns, okay? STR type key 3 plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% per STR type. It says it there already. Okay, interesting. And then randomly changes key spheres of a certain type, STR excluded, to STR key spheres, and then attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. This is the only unit I would recommend that you give the what was it called here, the recovery boost skill item to, because of all the orbs that this guy is creating. When you collect all those STR orbs and make this guy hit really hard with attack and defense plus 20%, if you give this guy crit, if you give this guy crit on his gold spot, I would say crit on his gold spot. If you want to take advantage of this right here and make it attack and defense plus 60% for 9 turns. It's not 18 turns, okay? It's 9 turns. If he gets an additional, it's attack and defense plus 60% for 9 turns, basically. unless you want to get really mathematical, which it's a little bit different, but still. But other than that, with all these orbs, he's going to be healing up a lot with that recovery. And then add crit on top of that, he's going to be critting with all this power. I think crit is definitely the way to go. Crit is definitely the way to go. And he's just, again, a great support unit. So he would be great to run with STR Kefla. But, you know, that's neither here or there. I would say go crit for this unit. Go crit, go crit, go crit. If he's creating orbs and then getting buffed for all those orbs, imagine you have a whole field of STR orbs, right? Now, I think there's what? I think in the game there's about 24 orbs on the field, right? I think it's 24 orbs. I think. You guys can let me know. But let's say there's 24 orbs on the field and it's 20% per orb obtained. What is that? That's 20 times 24, like 400, 460, wait, I think it's like 480, something like that, right? 480% attack and defense. Imagine that power, and then imagine critting on top of it. Imagine ignoring the defense of the enemy. You see my point? And then on top of that, he's raising attack and defense plus 30% for 9 turns. I mean, I really don't think you can go wrong going crit with this guy. You can go additional to maximize, you know, to be able to stack attack and defense just a little bit more. But I will say definitely go crits. That's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below what kind of skill orb you're giving to who. Remember that you can raise the super tech of physical Champa with this STR Champa, the intelligence Vados with this AGL Vados, and then all the hits in the game basically with this physical hit, who by himself is actually a really solid unit, so you should definitely take a look into grinding him up. But again, the stage 6 available once a day, only silver and gold, what's it called, skill orbs, so make sure to get this done. Again, Universe 6 is going to be really good with the addition of Kefla and the awakenings of Tech Khalifa and STR Kale, but the moment you start adding skill orbs to these units, it's going to be absolutely insane. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.